Okay, so tell me who Ben is. We're gonna go chat with Ben.
Man, I don't know his official title. He's like the strategic sourcing senior director. He's super important.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. So he's important.
Yeah.
And he knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff, especially about sourcing. Anyways, we're gonna talk to Ben. He's the real expert, and he knows all about these things. So I'm
let's go
excited.
find him.
Yep.
Want to hear a cool story?
Yes, we would love to.
We were on a plane in Brazil with all of our sourcing partners. We hosted them in what we call a sourcing summit. There was 50 people on a plane. It was late at night. It was a late transfer. You guys all know how those work. Everyone was tired. We had a long day already, and we still had 2 hours to get to whatever city we were going to. And in the middle of the plane, near the exit row, a baby starts crying. And my thought was, oh no, somebody's gonna get mad. Somebody's gonna, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? That was my first thought. But as this baby cries, someone who isn't a lavender producer, they're part of our sourcing network. They produce citrus essential oils. So she doesn't produce lavender at all, but she knows our products and she's familiar with everything. She gets up. She's a mom too, and she had with her a bottle of doTERRA lavender. And she didn't speak Portuguese. The baby was from Brazil. She didn't speak Portuguese at all, but she just used, hand language and verbal skills to just communicate and pulled out lavender and rubbed it on the bottom of the baby's feet. And within just a few minutes, the baby was back to sleep. It was this crazy epiphany of like, oh, you don't have to grow lavender, or you don't have to be in Bulgaria or whatever to experience lavender in its essence.
Yeah.
You just have to have a bottle of doTERRA lavender and a desire to help. Like those two things, having doTERRA's lavender and a desire to help, can be game changing. And she overcame the language barrier. She overcame the discomfort of getting up in the middle of a plane full of people who were all tired and ready to be home. And she just launched into being who she was. She wanted to help and quickly helped the baby go back to sleep. And I was like, this is cool. That's how doTERRA works. So,
That's awesome.
Amazing.
a great story about lavender.
Yeah.
That happened not too long ago.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Lavender speaks all languages.
Yeah.
The oils speak all languages.
Yeah, it's true.
So Corey's always mentioned from stage that our lavender farmers out in Bulgaria can make more money growing lavender versus the typical wheat and corn in that region. However, there was a challenge in 2015, but it wasn't until Esoteric, is that what it's called? Esoteric?
Yeah.
Esoteric.
Yeah, esoteric.
Once that was built, the demand for lavender grew even more.
Bulgaria is a unique country because the land is agriculturally incredible.
Yeah.
You can grow just about anything you want in Bulgaria. And there are government subsidies for corn and sunflower and all these other crops as well.
That makes
and so
sense.
there's a natural incentive to just go the easy route, which is, oh, well, the government will pay me to grow corn, I'm going to grow corn or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? When we started working in Bulgaria and we started asking people to grow lavender for us, there was kind of this skepticism initially. Why would I grow lavender for you? Why would I trust you? You say that you're going to do this and this and this. Why would I, there was just a healthy amount of skepticism about what we were offering and the way we wanted to work with them. But as we did what we said we were going to do consistently, repeatedly, over and over again, the trust built. And from that trust, more and more people came forward and said, I'll grow lavender, or I'll grow Melissa, or I'll grow whatever you want me to grow. I just want to be associated with this company because you do what you say you're going to do. You do it the way you say you're going to do it. You're doing it differently, and I want to be a part of that. And so I think that was probably the biggest barrier that we had to break down in Bulgaria was a trust barrier. People just were skeptical.
Yeah.
We led with big promises. We led with kind of a big dream, if you will, of this is what we really want to do to help the world heal in Bulgaria specifically. And initially they're like, nah, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
But consistently showing up and doing that over and over again has helped us build trust. And that's still on us, right? We still have to do that.
Yeah.
We still have to work with these farmers in a way that continues to build trust. But over the course of time, it will change Bulgaria where we work, right? It won't change the whole country. But where we work, it will change that little community, and it is, and it's awesome.
And it's changed from, sorry to cut you off.
That's okay.
But from 2015, from when we built Esoteric to now in 2019, we have like more stills that we had to put in place because of the demand.
Exactly.
More lives, more jobs,
Yeah.
more families impacted.
Yeah. Albania is on the top of my mind because I just got back from Albania a month ago. But I visited multiple farmers where lavender was the only crop they were growing. And they're waiting anxiously to show off their crop. And they're wanting to walk you through it and say, this is how I weed, and this is how I prune, and this is how I manage the crop. And it's like, it's refreshing because that model works when you find the right people. And then that trust builds, and all of a sudden you don't just have a supplier, you have a partner. And we call them partners. And I think it's legit if you do it the right way. You know, you go in, you be honest, you be transparent right up front, and then start working with them in an honest way, and they love it. So
I love that they're proud of their process and they can't wait to show you.
they totally are.
And then I also love with doTERRA that we're based on relationships. You guys are constantly making relationships, and I just love knowing that we care about that stuff. It means a lot to me.
It's deeply meaningful to us too.
Yeah, very cool. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
today. We've learned
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yes.
This has been awesome.
Yeah.
So good to meet you.
Thank you. You
Yeah.
too. It's a pleasure.
Scott, we're gonna have you describe the chemical constituents of
Yeah.
lavender.
Yeah.
Linalool and linalool acetate.
That was
You cannot use
impressive.
those words.
Oh, that's what it is.
You can't use those words. It's a
Describe
game we're
it to
playing.
us. Describe it to us.
Calming,
Okay.
Can't use that.
peaceful.
You're going to
Nope.
veto everything.
All right, well, let me say it creates an atmosphere of pleasantness.
There we go.
There we are.
There we go.
Thank you. That was good. I love that you were shutting them down. Tell us who you are and how long you've been with doTERRA and what you do here.
Okay, yeah. So I'm Samantha Lewis. I'm the product manager for essential oils and blends. I've been with doTERRA for 10 years this September, actually.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. So I've done 9 conventions, 10 years. I started right after convention in 2014. So been with doTERRA.
So we've been walking around campus asking random people how they would describe smelling lavender.
Okay.
And you being the oil expert, maybe we can have her take a pop at
For
that.
sure. Yeah. Okay. So let's have you smell it and then just tell us what you're experiencing.
I love our lavender. I have to say I might be biased, but yeah, I think it has a unique green freshness to it that smells so clean and bright, but you still get that classic comforting floral from lavender that you seek for, like anything that has its lavender scented, right? But
Yeah. That was
it's clean and
beautiful.
great.
That was great.
said.
Okay, she's
So
definitely an oil
beautifully
expert.
said. Yeah. I love the
thought mine
clean,
was
the clean
okay.
portion. Yeah.
But that was
You win with the review.
fine. Okay, so you described that super beautifully. How do you personally love to use lavender?
It's one of my Swiss Army oils. As I look through the benefits, you can really use it all throughout the day, but it's classically used for sleep and relaxation, right? For
Yeah,
sure. But
yeah.
for me, it's like a skin calming oil. I love it to calm skin, and I love that when you apply it on your skin, you get some of the aromatherapy benefits. So not only can it be relaxing to your skin, relaxing to your emotions, it's relaxing to your nervous system internally. Like I said, Swiss Army. I feel like I could use it always, all the
Such
time.
a great description. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because I was just telling Paige, one day I got done, I shave my head every day.
Yeah.
And so I put the aftershave in and I was like, let me just throw some lavender.
Oh, I bet it was a game changer.
It felt good, but I was like, is it too much? Will it burn? But you
No.
saying that it's great for the skin.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep doing that.
Yeah.
Do it. Do
All
it.
right. Lavender is the most popular essential oil. It's the most purchased essential oil. It's also the most adulterated essential oil.
Yeah, one of the most adulterated essential oils, unfortunately. There are different ways to adulterate lavender, especially. There are different varieties of lavandula, which is the family that lavender's in. And there's a species called Lavandula latifolia, which is commonly known as lavandin. We formulate with lavandin. Lavandin is a great essential oil, but it's known as spike lavender in the essential oil world, in the aromatherapy world, and it's looked down on because it's used to adulterate lavender. It's much cheaper. It's a lot cheaper to make, a lot cheaper to find, cheaper to grow, and so it's commonly put in lavender essential oil and labeled as lavandula angustifolia. So that's the most common way that lavender is adulterated, unfortunately.
And it's a lesser version. Is that what you're?
Well, it's different. It's different. It's actually really high in camphor, which is incredible. Like lavandin has great benefits, but it just has a really bad reputation because people adulterate. It's not the high linalool and linyl acetate that you're going to find with the angustifolia.
And you said it's called spike lavender?
It's like a nickname that people give it is spike lavender.
So they'll spike the lavandula angustifolia with spike lavender.
Basically, yeah, unfortunately. But it's a great oil. Like we use lavandin. Lavandin's actually in Shinrin-yoku because of the camphor that it's adding and the linalool that it's adding.
Wow.
So it's a great oil, but it's just misused.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
By association. I was thinking by association,
Yeah.
it seems like what everyone grabs to kind of dilute it down.
Yeah. It's easy to use. There's also like people synthesize linalool too. It's really easy to make in a lab. So that's another way that you'll find lavender's adulterated.
But we'll catch you. We got labs, we'll test you.
It's easy. I mean, if you test a lavender and there's high camphor levels, that's not lavender. That's probably been spiked with spiked lavender or the lavandin.
You're speaking size language. He loves putting them to the test and proving that we are like so pure.
Yes.
I love it.
Speaking about lavender and what was the word? Variety.
Yeah.
So we just learned that our lavender, or maybe it's just me, everybody probably already knew this.
We all knew it. I'm just kidding.
Our lavender is actually a blend.
Yeah.
I thought, okay. All right. No, I just wanted to share that.
It's okay.
I don't know where I was going with that.
It's my job to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Our lavender is a blend from multiple sources, which really brings in the unique chemistry and allows us to not only diversify our supply chain, but also create this perfect chemistry that's known in aromatherapy to give the best benefits. So, we source lavender from all around the world, and it creates the doTERRA lavender that we know and love.
Dang.
Tell us, I'm so intrigued with you. Tell us something you love about your job. This seems like I know nothing about what you do, and it's so exciting to me.
I love that every day is different, and I get to kind of be a bit of a jack of all trades.
Okay.
So I work with people throughout the entire company. I work with people like you guys, where we talk about how to educate on the product, how to teach our wellness advocates and our leaders the best way to use the product safely, right? But then I also get to work with incredible scientists, and we have an on-staff perfumer who I have learned so much from.
Cool.
So I get to work with people throughout the entire company, and
Very cool.
know a lot of different things.
We were just talking about collaboration within doTERRA is like the best thing. Like I love collaborating with all the different departments and learning new stuff. And I'm just so fascinated with your job. Thank you for sharing.
Can I ask one more thing? Sorry, I've been doing this a lot. I know the camera guys are like, all right, Saimoni,
They're
enough.
like, come on.
But you mentioned that lavender's in Shinrin-yoku.
Yeah.
What other blends is lavender, or maybe just there's probably a ton.
Yeah.
But give us your top 3 blends that include lavender.
Because we just learned that it's like foundational for everything. And so it's fun to hear foundational for which blends.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. We have lavandin in Shinrin-yoku, so it's not lavender, it's lavandin.
Okay.
So it's a spike lavender, but it's there for a purpose, right? For its chemistry. But lavender is in a lot of our like key blends. Top favorite one that comes to mind is Serenity. You've got your Serenity soft gels. It has lavender essential oil, the Serenity stick as well, and then your 15 ml, right? And then Calmer, it's like our kids' Serenity, and that has lavender in it. And I love using that on my toddler. He's a crazy toddler, and hard to get him to wind down for bed. But then my favorite like diffuser blend when it comes to just aroma is Citrus Bloom. It's like you wouldn't know that lavender's in that, but it sneaks in. Yeah. So Citrus Bloom, lavender sneaks in Citrus Bloom and just softens out like the tangy and freshness of the magnolia. I love that lavender.
She's so good.
I know.
I'm like, describe more things.
Yeah. We just need like ASMR of her describing every oil.
That might be bad. I might
that'd be
here,
amazing.
take my credit card. Okay, so she mentioned Serenity, Calmer, and Citrus Bloom.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, very cool.
Well, thank you so much, Sam.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
This was awesome.
Thank you, Sam.
You're so knowledgeable. I can't wait to come back and chat more oils with you. So
I love it.
thank you.
Yeah. Let's do Copiva next.
We should.
We should. Okay, guys, check this out. We've obviously gone throughout doTERRA talking about lavender. So we wanted to bring you here to the lavender fields. This is actually lavandin.
Oh.
Yeah, you could tell by the little white. I'm making
You're
all this.
full of
Yes, I
it.
am.
You're
I am.
full of it. You had me.
But thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it. This has been awesome. We're hoping to get more episodes where we talk to the experts
Yes.
in this fresh new vibe type of way.
Yes, super cool. And we hope that you can go try lavender. Get some lavender, use it in your own way, have an experience, and then drop a review in the comments below. Thanks. We'll see you next
We out.
time.
Thank you so much for watching. Honestly, we appreciate you. One critical piece to this is getting your feedback. Make sure that you're putting your thoughts, basically any oil that you want to hear about, in the comments below. Again, we appreciate you. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you know when episodes are coming out in the future. And thank you for being part of the doTERRA family. We'll see you next time.